Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful earrings and its matching bracelet. This project is super fun to make, so let me go ahead and show you the supplies I used for the earrings. I've got 3 different coloured beads of my choice, and I've got 2 earring parts as well to finish off the earrings at the end. So let's make a start. Get 6 white beads on your needle and push them down your thread. And then get your needle and put it through the first white bead here. And then pull your needle through. This will form a nice little circle, as you can see here. Okay, so get a pink bead and put it between 2 white beads, like I'm doing right now here. And then you'll grab another pink bead and do the same in the 2 white beads next to it. And then get another pink bead and do that again between the 2 white beads next to that. And we're now going to get another pink bead and put that in between these 2 white beads here. And then we're going to get another pink bead and put it in between these 2 white beads right here. Okay, so at this point you need to tie 2 knots, like I'm doing right now. After that, what we're going to do is, where we've left a pink bead out, we're going to just grab that pink bead and put that in between these 2 white beads. Our base is now ready, so what we're going to do is add the rest of our pattern. To do this, get 3 pink beads, and then with your needle put it through the pink bead here and the white bead, and then pull that through. Okay, so now those beads are in place, we're going to get a pink bead and a gold bead and go through the pink bead on the side here along with the white bead next to it and pull your needle through. Once you've done that, pull your needle through the pink bead right here as well. Okay, now get 2 pink beads on your needle, and we're just going to go through these 2 pink beads here and the white bead as well. So we're going through 3 beads with our needle and pull that through. It might be a bit tough, so I'm just going to get pliers to help me out here to pull my needle through. You could see our pattern is coming together. Okay, so on your needle, go ahead and grab a gold bead and a pink bead again, and go through the pink bead on the side here and the white bead next to it. So we're basically just repeating what we've done. Now go through the pink bead here. Okay, so now get your 2 pink beads and go through the 2 pink beads and the white bead like we did, so 3 beads, and pull your needle through. So we're just going to continue that on. Get your gold bead and your pink bead, put it through the pink and white beads here, pull that through, and then go through the pink bead right after as well. Then on your needle, go ahead and grab 2 pink beads. And with that, we're going to go through the 2 pink beads here and the 1 white bead, so 3 beads in total, and then pull that through. Again, I'm just going to get my plier because this is a bit difficult when you're going through that many beads. So we'll do that again. Get your gold bead and your pink bead, put it through the pink bead on the side and the white bead next to it. and pull that through. And then put your needle through the pink bead next to it, like so, and pull that through. Then get 2 pink beads on your needle, and then go through the 2 pink beads and the 1 white bead as we've been doing, like so, and then pull that through. Okay, so to finish it off, we're just going to get our gold bead and our pink bead, put it through the pink and white here, pull that through. In the pink bead next to it, we're going to go through that, like so. And then get your 2 pink beads. And for now, we're just going to go through the 2 pink beads here. We're going to leave the white for now. Pull that through. And now we can go through the white bead, like so. Now I'm just going to put my needle through the pink bead here, pull my needle, get a gold bead and add that between these 2 pink beads because we're missing 1 gold bead there. And what I've done is I put my needle through the pink bead on the opposite side, and now I'm just going through my white bead again. So that will secure our gold bead in place. Go through this pink bead because we want to get to the gold bead now. And when you get to the gold bead, go through that. And get another gold bead on your needle because now we want to add the second part of our earring. And I'm just going to go through that gold bead again. I'm going to put it in place like this so it looks nicely together side by side. Now go through the gold bead and get pink, white, pink beads like I've done on my needle and go through that gold bead we've just added. Now we're going to go through the pink and the white bead to secure that in place so it doesn't move around. Okay, get your 5 beads, 5 white beads, and put it through this white bead here. So the one that was already there was our 6th bead. So we have a very similar pattern now with how we started our first one. So I'm going to go ahead and put all my pink beads in between each white bead. We're getting closer to the end of our base, so add your last pink bead in between these 2 white beads and pull that through. And now get another pink bead on your needle and put it through the white bead and the pink bead right here. Now pull that through. Right, so it should be looking something like this right now. Now get your 2 pink beads and put it through the 2 pink beads here. And pull that through. And then what we're going to do is go through this white bead here. It may be a little tricky, but yeah. Pull your needle through. Now let's add more beads. So on your needle, get a gold and pink bead and put it through the pink bead here and the white bead here. So now we're going into that familiar pattern we did in the first one. Pull that through, go through the pink bead next to it. Pull that through. Get your 2 pink beads. And then pull that through the 2 pink beads and the 1 white bead here. So I'm just going to repeat exactly what I've said for the rest of this, and I'll meet you towards the end of this specific block here, and I'll show you how to add another block on. Okay, so we're getting towards the end. So I'm putting my needle through the 2 pink and 1 white bead. And now I'm just going to put my needle through the pink, white and pink bead and pull that through. Put your needle through this pink bead here and pull that through. And then I'm just going to come into this pink bead on the side here and pull through as well. So at this point, I'm just securing this bit in place to make sure none of it comes apart or comes loose. So I'm just working my needle through these beads. So I've just gone through this white bead now. And I'm going to go through the pink and white beads here. So I'm trying to get to the opposite end now to attach my gold bead so I can add another block pattern on. So as you can see, I'm not going through the outer beads, I'm going through the inner beads to get to where I need to. Right, I'm closer to the outer edge now, so I've reached this pink bead here. I'm going to go through the gold bead. And then I'm going to get another gold bead on my needle. And then go through that gold bead. So now we're ready to add another block on, and I'm just going to repeat everything I've done. So what I'll do is I'll stop talking for now so you can watch what I'm doing and how I add it on. Okay, now that we've added the base on, what you're going to do is repeat everything we did for the second block into this block. So what we did here, just repeat that in this one after your base is done. Okay, so when you've completed that, it should look something like this, and make sure you get your needle up to this gold bead here, because now we're going to add our earring part on. So on your needle, get 2 gold beads, 1 earring part in between and 2 gold beads, and push that down your thread like I've done here. I'm just making sure it's sitting nicely because this part is a bit tricky to do. So once it's in place, get your needle and put it through that gold bead there. And this is how it should look. And to make sure it's extra securely in place, I'm just going to go through these gold beads again because I don't want it to come apart. So I went through the 2 gold beads, I'm going through the earring part and these 2 gold beads again. And then get your needle and go through that original gold bead again. To complete my work, I do like to weave in and out through the beads. This is just to make sure all the beads are securely in place. So that's what I'm doing right now. And when I'm happy with how securely they are in place, I'm just going to tie a knot and then cut any excess thread off. I'm happy with this, so I'm just going to cut the excess thread off, and that is our earring complete. And what I did off camera was I went ahead and made a matching pair. Here it is. So I hope you've enjoyed making these earrings. We're now going to move on to the matching bracelet. For your bracelet, you'll need closures of your choice and some beads. So I've got jump rings and a toggle clasp and my beads. To start, put 5 gold beads through your needle. And then with our needle, we're going to go through all 5 of these gold beads to form a little circle. This will be the little loop that we put our jump rings through. So I'm going to tie a knot as well. That will bring it nicely together like so. I'm going to tie another knot to make sure that's securely in place. Okay, so with your needle, go through 2 or 3 gold beads. We just want to get in a different position to start adding our pink beads. So I went through 2 here, but actually I'll go through this one as well. So that's 3 in total. Get a pink, white and pink bead on your needle and go through this gold bead from the other side and pull your needle through. It should form a little arch on top like this. With your needle, go through the pink and white bead and pull that through. Now get 5 white beads. And what you're going to do is go through the white bead on top here. Pull that through. And it should form a nice little base. This is where we're going to start our first block. Get a pink bead, and we're going to put a pink bead in between each white bead. So I'm just going to add another pink bead here. And then another pink bead here. And then another pink bead here. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. Get another pink bead and we're going to put our needle through the white bead here and the pink bead next to it, like this, and pull your needle through. Okay, so now grab 2 pink beads, and then what you're going to do is go through the 2 pink beads here and then the white bead next to it as well, so 3 beads in total, and pull your needle through. Now get a gold bead and a pink bead, and we're just going to go through the pink bead and the white bead on the side here and pull our needle through. After that, the pink bead here, pull your needle through that as well. Let's repeat what we've just done. So get 2 pink beads, put your needle through the 2 pink beads here and the white bead as well, so 3 beads, and pull your needle through. And then on your needle, get a gold bead and a pink bead, and then put that through the pink and the white bead here. Pull that through, and then there's a pink bead left, put your needle through that as well. We're going to repeat that again, so get your 2 pink beads and put it through the 2 pink beads here and the white bead next to it. Now get a gold bead and a pink bead and put that through the pink and the white bead. And now go through the pink bead. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Repeat what we've done. We're almost done here. You can see our pattern is coming together, so I'm going to repeat the same process again. So when you get to this point here, after you've went through the pink bead, we need to add 1 more pink bead in, and I'm just going to do that by putting 1 bead on my needle and going through these 2 pink beads here and pulling that through. And there we go, our first block is complete. What I'm now going to do is just weave around, put my needle through the pink bead at the top here and pull that through. I want to make sure that it's securely in place and doesn't come loose. Now with my needle, working through the inner beads of this project, I'm going to try and go towards the gold bead on the opposite end. This is because now I want to add the second block of this on. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm going towards from the center to where the other gold bead is. Okay, so now that we've reached the gold bead that I was talking about, put your needle through it like this. This is what it should be looking like right now. And with this gold bead, we're going to continue on. So on your needle, go ahead and grab another gold bead and put your needle through this gold bead and pull that through. Just need to put them side by side like this. And now go through the gold bead that we've just added. On your needle, get a pink, white, pink bead and put that through the gold bead. And get your needle and put it through this pink and white bead. Right, so we're at a point where we can now add our flower pattern. So get yourself your 5 white beads and put it through this one white bead here. It should form a nice little circle, and this is where we start adding pink bead in between each white bead. When you get to this point here, you make sure you put your needle through the white and the pink bead like I'm doing here, and then pull your needle through. Right, so let's go ahead and repeat what we did in the block before. Get your 2 pink beads, put them through here. So these 3 beads, 2 pink and 1 white, and pull your needle through. And now get your gold and pink bead, put that through the pink and the white bead. And then if you can manage, put it through the pink bead next to it as well. Or you could do that separately, as in go through the pink and the white bead, and then go through the next pink bead separately. Again, I'm just going to grab 2 pink beads and put it through these 2 pink and white beads and pull my needle through. And then get a gold bead and a pink bead and put it through the pink, white and pink beads. But because this is a little tricky, sometimes I go through just the pink and white and then go through the pink one afterwards like this. But if you want to, go through all 3 of them together. So at this point, I think I've sort of explained the pattern quite well. And if you need to, you can slow down the video to get an idea of exactly where I'm putting my needle. All I'm going to do for the rest of the video is just add how I added the second block on and keep going until the bracelet or the necklace is to the size I'd like it. I'd like to show you how to finish off the second block. So I'll explain how to do this bit, and then you have to keep copying the same technique. So we're getting towards the end here. You can see I'm going through my 2 pink beads and my 2 white beads, pulling my needle through. And now I'm getting my gold bead and my pink bead. And I'm going to go through this pink bead here and the white bead next to it. And pull my needle through. Then I'll go through this pink bead as well, as we've been doing. Okay, so now get your 2 pink beads. And we're going to go through these 2 pink beads and the white bead next to it. Pull your needle through. And then get your gold bead and your pink bead. Go through this pink bead and this white bead. Pull your needle through. And then we've got 1 more pink bead left to add in that little corner there. So what I'm going to do is just go through this pink bead. And now I'm going to grab another pink bead. And I'll go through that middle pink bead there and pull my needle through. So you can see it's added the last bead for this block. And now I'm just going to work my way through here to make sure that's securely in place. And again, I'm just going to work my way to the opposite side to the gold bead where I can add another block on. So that is it. That is all you have to do until you have the desired length of your necklace or your bracelet. I'm going to stop talking here so you can watch what I'm doing, and I'll meet you towards the end of the video. When you have your desired length, we're going to go ahead and add our gold bead loop at the end here so we can add our closures in. So to do that, I've got my gold beads and I'm going to put my needle through this gold bead here. So in total, there should be 5 gold beads for this loop. And I'm going to secure that in place so it doesn't come loose by going through it again with my needle. And how I like to finish off my work is I like to go in and out through the beads, weave through my work so it doesn't come apart or the beads don't come loose. So that's what I'm doing here. And when I'm happy with that, what I'm going to do is cut the thread and then add my closures on. Right, so I've cut my thread off and what I'm going to do is grab one jump ring, open that, add one of my toggle clasps to it, put it through the loop and close my jump ring. And I'll do the same for the other side as well, where I'll get my other jump ring and the other end of my toggle clasp and put that through this gold loop. And there we have it. Our bracelet is now also complete along with our earrings. I hope you all have really enjoyed this tutorial. Everything I've used in this video will be in my description box below. And please do leave a comment or a like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. It would support my small YouTube channel. So thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you next time for our next tutorial.